Howdy fellas, how's it going? Today is currently a beautiful Wednesday, middle of the week. We're hitting chest today. I also, this time, remembered to bring my tripod, so, I can actually, have some talks on the fly, and stuff. But, either way, we're going to be going in, hitting some chest today. Cut's going great. Not going to lie. What I've been kind of doing on this cut compared to like my last cut, I was kind of talking to one of the, the homeboys at the gym. I'll keep it a little short, just because we're getting started. But either way, he's been keeping his calories high and, doing a lot more cardio to compensate for his cut. But what I've been doing is, throughout the week, I can have my calories to a T because I know my activity level's high. But when on the weekends, I tend to slack off a little bit. So I know I'm, it's kind of like, or not slack off, but like, I'm just not as active because I'm not working, So, with that being said, I tend to put on, sorry, I'm just going to mute that. I know right where he is. Either way, I have a tendency because, my my activity level fluctuates, my calories fluctuate, So with that being said, because of that, I tend to, put on actually just a little, not much, not by any means is it a lot, but, I tend to put on a little bit of weight. Oh, he got someone pulled over. Someone was doing some bad things. Sorry. But, I tend to put on, I'd like a refeed a little bit. So, I know what I'm thinking is like, obviously I'll go work 5 days a week, and then, my weekends are, Saturday, Sunday. So, that's when I'm chilling a little bit, So, either way, sorry, I was just watching him pull over. It was just some kid. Either way, just happy when it's not you. Sorry, that's not as bad. That's bad. Either way though, so I put on a little bit of, weight on the weekends, either way, because my calories are up a little bit, so, my activities are low, calories stay the same, so I put on a little bit of weight, but it's almost nice, because I get, like, a little refresh before I go into the week, like today, and, I come in at least Monday and Tuesday, ready to rock. By Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm really carving out, and just getting, grinding the rest of the week out, which is honestly nice, because with Monday and Tuesday, being Monday all being upper body, and then Tuesday being all legs, and core, I already got my whole body hit within those 2 days of where, like, I'm still, feeling full from the weekend, and then after that, I'm still, cutting it right off. Right now, don't get me wrong, I'm still losing weight, in general, like, my weight is still trending downwards. I haven't plateaued or anything in that sense, but, it's almost nice because instead of just, mogging the cut and just, like, letting it be a grind and, like, every day you're just like, it just gives you that little bit of but, I'm gonna catch you guys at the gym for some pre-worky talks, and, we'll get at it. Alrighty, fellas, so we just got here. Not gonna lie, the gym is completely empty right now, so I'm not even gonna wait. It's snow time, and I'm not gonna do what I did last time and completely forget to shoot this part, let alone have to come back and shoot it. But either way, I am gonna just head in right now and get rocking and rolling, because we got a big chest day ahead of us, and especially now that we're doing cardio too at the end of every lift. We got our work cut out for us, so let's go get right to it.
Alrighty, fellas, so what we got coming in here is incline dumbbell press. Coming in here, getting active with our chest, 3 sets of 10. Not gonna lie, I haven't done this one in a while, and I just whipped it out today and freaking went for it. Freaking my wrists were feeling a lot better, so stability was a little issue before when I tried to do this, but now I got it locked in, so I felt comfortable doing it. And right here I think they're 85 pounders, so even on the cut I'm still holding weight on this for not doing it in the first time in a while. Same with the hammer curls that we got coming in here. 3 sets, 10 and 10 each arm, or 20 in total, whatever you think about it. But 10 each arm no matter what for 3 sets. You know, really just feeling that bicep, you know, especially with this one. I usually do 75-pound curls. Haven't done it in a while, so I kicked down to like 65. And just really felt the stretch on the muscle, you know. Didn't want to go too crazy too, because, you know, if I go too heavy on this, I definitely feel it in my lower back. So, like, I don't like to do that, you know. But either way, you know, hammer curls back in the rotation. Been a minute since we've done those. Then we come over here. We got the lower chest press machine, 3 sets of 12. You know, like this one, I just like doing 12 reps because, you know, at least I'm going to a little lower weight, controlling it a little bit more, and feeling the stretch on that lower chest. Because, you know, it's, you know, you don't really feel it as much, I feel like, unless you allow it to stretch, especially with chest workouts. Then we come over here. We got our pec deck, or I mean, not our pec deck, preacher curls, coming in here. 777 ladder. You know, just feeling it through and through. Going full range of motion, then half, and then quartering. So, you know, just kicking it. Once again, I lowered the seat for this actually to allow more bicep stretch too, and I've lowered the weight. So, you know, with that being said, definitely feeling a lot more maximized now that we've taken that step back to take a step forward. You know, that's what it is really, in a sense. Then we come over here. We got our upper chest press / shoulder press. You know, I say that because of the way that I sit in the seat. It allows me to hit my chest as well. 3 sets, 10 reps. You know, just focusing on with this too. I've kicked it down. I've actually kicked this down quite a bit in the, you know, not for a little while now. Not quite a bit, but like for a while now. And, you know, I've just been feeling it a lot better now that I've kicked this one back, especially. That's what kind of pushed me on this little path. I don't know, I messed up my count too. Kind of think I did that throughout this video a little bit too. I'm not too sure. You know, mine's a little messy on the cut here. I'm not going to lie, fellas. We're fighting for our life already. Then we got our bicep pull downs here, just to feel that nice little stretch. You know, I actually like this too because there's no other bicep workout really that allows you to stretch the bicep and hit it at the same time. You know, so it's just really hitting the muscle in a different way. You know, obviously here 3 sets of 10. If you've realized, I like to do 3 sets no matter what, and you know, I have a recommended rep range of 10 for a lot of things. Then we come over here. We got our pec deck or flies. 3 sets, 10 with this 10-second hold, but 10 reps in total. You know, just really with this one too, kick this back down a few pounds, not much, but, you know, just trying to feel that stretch more and more. I can also do that with setting like the distance on how far back those can go as well, but right now I like to keep them a little bit more in front of me just to allow to focus on my chest and not like my joints.
Pump check. You already know. Great chest day. Let's get it. After this, a little bit of cardio, but you know, that's all part of the business right now. Oh, shit. Oh. I know it ain't back, baby. Let me hit this. Hey man, put it like that, see all them just popping, you know? And just starting to see the definition come across. That's good to see. Oh, one more. Alright man, I'm not even gonna lie. You know, all this flexing on the cut just, it's already hard enough to freaking flex it at the end of the cut, let alone freaking, or I mean at the end of the lift, let alone the cut. But Time to go get some cardio. Catch you guys there.
And we're off. Cardio, here we go. 20 minutes, 4 miles at least.
Yeah, that's a wrap, fellas. 24.2. Yes, sir. Whew. Fellas. I'm telling you. Man, that was a great lift. I'm not even gonna lie. We got in there and we did the works. Like, I'm not, like, you know it's good when, like, you can barely even flex. Like, that's when you know you're doing it right. I'm not gonna lie. You know, right now I'm a little congested and everything just with allergies and stuff. So that takes away from my flexing, I feel like, a little bit. Just because, you know, it's already hard enough to breathe. You know what I mean? But that's whatever. You know, it's just, it heightens the cardio. You know what I mean? When we go to hit cardio. Because, you know, restriction of breathing just amplifies cardio, you know? So boom. You know, but I'm not sick in any sense. It's just allergies, you know. Maybe I will get sick and it'll turn into a sinus infection. That's a common thing when my allergies kick on. But, you know, we aren't feeling sick or anything. So right now I know it's just allergies. But, you know, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? We're staying healthy for now. At least, fingers crossed. Don't want to fucking... Excuse my language already. Damn it. You know, either way, hopefully we can stay healthy, you know. But two, I don't know if you guys realize, but during the lift, you know, the weight was not as much weight as that I usually go for. And this is also in part, you know, with the cut. Now that I'm on the cut, it's not about just playing He-Man when I'm in there and just throwing weight around. You know, obviously I had the, you know, the weight behind me to do that, you know, like just like for like the bicep pull down. Usually when I was, you know, going at it, I was doing 220 on that. You know, now I'm kicking it down in this, you know, I could do 200 realistically, but now I'm kicking it back. Like, I kicked it down to 180 for that, just to focus on, you know, feeling that pull, and then, you know, the descent, feeling that a little bit more. Because now that we're on the cut, I don't want to play games, you know what I mean? You know, and I just don't got that extra bit in me. So, like, now I'm just focusing on, you know, building that top tier muscle, is what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not fully slow and control. You know, I'm not trying to sit there and count seconds on, like, three counts or anything like that for, you know, descends or anything. But it's just controlling the weight more, you know, and not just playing He-Man, is like what I like to call it. Two, I'm not gonna lie, this week, I've gotten back into free weights, which I know it sounds weird, but, you know, for the, you know, obviously a little, you know, a few months back, you know, even a month ago, you know, my wrist was still bothering me and stuff, and, you know, I was feeling back to it, you know, for like the past month now, but I was just, you know, being very careful on what I was doing, because, like, you know, I would test myself on the weekends a little bit by bench pressing, and I was still feeling discomfort in my wrist, and I just didn't want no more setbacks, you know what I mean, especially leading up to the cut here. But, you know, now I'm feeling, you know, 100%. I've been messing around with bench pressing on the weekends a little bit still, and, you know, I was starting to feel it, you know, good, not no discomfort or anything. So now, you know, this was my first week back to using free weights, which felt real nice, because, you know, the only reason I didn't want to use free weights is because of the stability reason, you know, in my wrist. That was my biggest thing. You know, I didn't want to just compromise going down in weight to, you know, compensate for my wrist. You know, I still want to push weight, you know, which I can do on a machine, no problem. But, like, when you have to stabilize it completely with your wrist and stuff, that's a whole nother part. So, you know, realistically, right now I'm building my wrist up, though, too, like, back to, you know, full peak. It's definitely feeling good, don't get me wrong, but it still needs a little bit of work, you know, just with weight being under it and stuff, you know. So in that sense, you know, we're chilling, you know, getting back to you know, that form of, you know, 315. Not in any sense am I ready to hit 315 again. Like, I gotta get I'd have to go back up to 190 to do that. Like, we're down all the way to almost 180 now, so, like, you know, we're down 10 pounds, you know, with body fat. You know, obviously we're not losing muscle or anything, but, we're far from losing muscle at this point right now anyways. I mean, when you start losing muscles, when you're, below that, I want to say that 5% body fat, that's when you start losing muscle. I'm not really sure when you start losing muscle. Maybe 7. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But I think it's 5. But either way, I'm not even going to say anything on that because I'm not going to speak on something I don't really know. But, there is a point where when you're too lean, you start losing your muscle mass. So, you don't want to go, too lean for too long is what I'm saying. It's all right. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you're doing a show, it's a whole nother aspect. Obviously, you gotta get shredded, and compromise a little bit. But, you don't want to stay super lean for super long, like, give it a few weeks, and then you gotta start putting a little bit of weight on just for health reasons, and and all that. So you can't take these cuts too far. Like, there is going too far with the cut, and obviously there's going too far with the bulk where you just turn into a marshmallow, I guess. Like, you'll look like the Michelin Man. Like that's the only way I can put that. But either way, fellers, trust in the process. Excuse me. Trust in the process, is the biggest thing with this cut. Yes, it sucks. Yes, I want to eat more. Yes, there's but if you want to be serious and do this for real, you got to just lock in and roll with the punches. Because, don't get me wrong, like I said, I do refeed just a little bit, but it's kind of just, I'm still eating the same calories and stuff. It's just, my body gets to reset on the weekends because we don't lift or really do. I mean, like I said, I mess around a little bit, but no serious lifting. So, in a sense, my body, I'm not, I'm couch potato on the weekends, which is completely fine because, 40 hours at least at work, and then, another 10 in the gym every week, that adds up. You need to have rest, so I save all my rest for the weekends, and that's one of the things though too. Like, on the cut, you can't just be going 7 days a week, especially on the cut, because you're already in a deficit, and you need to, at least my opinion is on that, you need to give yourself time to recover, especially a little bit more on the cut. Where the bulk, maybe you could go 7 days a week. I'm not saying, in any sense, I'm not saying you can't go 7 days a week, but I just don't think it's ideal when you're on the cut, at least. I think 5 days, 5 to 6 days is pushing it, a week. I think 5's that happy medium. 4 is even a happy medium, but anything less than 4 or 3, anything less than 3 to 4 lifting days is, I don't know, not ideal, I guess. 3 is kind of like your average Joe. 4, you're getting at it. 5's definitely like that point where it's like, all right, you're legit with this, and then 6 is like, you're really about that, if depending on what you're doing though, throughout your days and stuff. If you're, no offense, if you're an office worker, I can see how you can work out 6 days a week. But, if you're in these trenches, man, I don't see how you're working out 6 days a week. Power to the player if you are, but, I just don't think that's ideal for your body, because rest is very important, and it's not an excuse. Honestly, if I could work out every day, I would, because I love it that much. But I know I've pushed it to that level, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, when I speak on something, usually there's a good chance I usually pushed it to the extreme in some extent to see that. Because when I was, believe it or not, fellas, I like squatting. I don't squat no more, really. I want to get back into it eventually, but especially for power, when I get back into powerlifting again. But that will come. But just for instance, I've pushed it to the max with squatting, where I've blown blood vessels in my eye. Trust me, there's shit a lot of times, if I'm not speaking on something, it's because I don't, know, or opinion. I will say when it is my opinion, but usually I try and speak from the most educated view, as possible. Obviously, I don't want to be putting false shit out there, pushing you the wrong ways, But it's just speaking from my experiences personally, I ain't speaking on someone else or just trying to, throw stuff out there, I guess, But, either way, fellas, chest day was a win. Tomorrow we got back tries, and and then we finish out. And I'm not gonna lie, these leg days on Friday, you know, obviously last video was, you know, a good nice Friday leg day. You know, making the video, that was kicking my ass. You know, not the video part, but like the actual working out. You know, you could probably tell my ass was getting kicked, especially like by the end of the week. It's just like, you know. But you know, why am I doing this to myself? But we know, because we're locked in. You know, like we don't forget the goal. You know, sometimes you question yourself along the path, but you know what the end goal is, and you know that's why you're locked in to do this the way that you're doing it. You know. Excuse me. But you know, either way, fellas, if you made it this far, please leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are along for the journey of this, you know, cut. You know, if you're here for the 315, you know, we don't mess around. You know what I mean? It's balls to the wall, and we doing this right. You know, but I ain't gonna cut you guys for this. But you know, I will be throwing my meal in here at the end. So I think ideally what I'm gonna be having is just straight ground beef and some rice mixed in. You know, just to maximize that. You know, that's one thing. Like, you know, say we're eating, you know, burgers or something. I've been eating burgers just with the plain patty. You know, not even throwing the bun on there or nothing. Just eating straight up patty, stuff like that. You know, but either way, fellers, you know, already know. Stay hustling, stay grinding, stay focused. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.
Hey fellas, so this we got coming in here, a little ground beef and rice mixed right up in there. You know, screw eating it on the side. You know, I just literally took the rice, dumped it right in there, mixed it right up. Because we're eating straight ground beef, might as well throw the rice right in there. You know what I mean? And then once I'm done with that, I'll have this little protein shake. You know, all I do is 1 scoop of the Body Fortress with 14 ounces of milk in there. So, you know, I get 30 grams of protein off the protein powder itself, and then maybe like another 10 maybe off the milk, maybe. I'm not even sure, honestly. But, you know, we get our protein in no matter what, and that's just estimating it. I could probably honestly be getting more protein for all I know, because I'm underestimating it more than I'm overestimating it. That's just how it be. But, you know, I'm going to lock in on this meal here because I'm hungry. But I'll see you guys in the next one.